Welcome to another live stream watch-along reaction. Tonight we're watching and reacting to Washington Huskies versus the Michigan Wolverines in the 2024 College Football Playoff National Championship game. 1v2, Michigan number 1, Washington number 2. Down in Houston, playing for the national championship of college football this season. The Final 14 playoff ends tonight. It is Big Ten versus Pac-12. How we doing, Henry? Big Ten, Pac-12. Dillon Johnson is playing. The former Mississippi State Bulldog is playing for the Washington Huskies, so you know exactly who I want to win if you're not looking at the color of the jersey. Rest in peace to Franz Beckenbauer. Yes, rest in peace to Franz Beckenbauer. Passed away today. Germany legend. Football. Association football. But rest in peace to him, yes. To say that piece right now. On a college football stream, no less. Ain't that some? But also a rugby player passed today, too. Yeah, but Beckenbauer took all the headlines, didn't he? How we doing, Captain? Kickoff is more like at 6:40, though, but we'll get that going. Both teams 14-0. The winner of the national championship this year will be an undefeated college football team. Whether it's Pac-12, Washington, or Big Ten, Michigan, I have no idea. Let's not talk about them until we have to talk about them. Here we go to the National Championship Casino. Let's see how I could squeeze that joke into the RSR. We're going to find out. Go to the casino, spend all your money, watch all your money disappear. I mean, at this point, I have to squeeze it in somewhere. Like the way we've done national championship videos, I have to squeeze it in there. It's been 3 straight years. I got to squeeze it in there somewhere, so we'll find a way. Pretty much. Hit the like button, chat. Yeah, hit that thumbs up. Who we got today for MVP? Because honestly, I don't want to talk about them on a college football video because anybody who's watching this don't probably want to hear about Toronto FC. And besides, I have no want to talk about that shithole of a club. So, because they really are right now. Let's talk about them when we have to talk about them, please. I'm damn near tired of them. Hey, Gary Neville feels the same way about Man United, so I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one. I don't even know what the other one is. Hockey is cool, I guess. Still couldn't have done Liga MX on Saturday, so Friday. No, Sunday, so. No, I think it's still preseason. So, even if I wanted to. But, I'm waiting for this game to kick off. Chili Bowl's a dirt race in an arena. Oh. Yeah, I never heard of it. Never heard of it. But where you cover Brazil versus England, when's that being played? When's that being played? It's not in January. We haven't completely. I made my January schedule. Other than that, but back to the MVP question before I was so rudely interrupted. If it's Michigan, it's either Blake Corum or J.J. McCarthy. If it's Washington, it's either Michael Penix or Dillon Johnson. Preferably, I want it to be Dillon Johnson for obvious reasons. If you've watched this channel long enough, you know the obvious reasons. Oh. I guess if you haven't been here before, I'm a Mississippi State fan. Where did Dylan Johnson play before he transferred to Washington? Exactly. There we go. Besides, the kid's also from Greenville, Mississippi. That is truly home. So that's where I was born. So that's my hometown too. Of course, I'm rooting for the kid from Greenville as well, who played for State and then went to Washington. So, and he's playing tonight. So there you go. Even though he got hurt, Michael Penix Jr. is going to get MVP, no problem. Gabriel Peck going to the Galaxy, third week of March. Okay, maybe I'll do it. I don't know. Brazil, England, maybe I'll do it. CONCACAF Champions Cup not till next month, Ryan. I know. And we'll start covering that when it starts. But I still got to do stuff in January. This is the time where I use the NFL playoffs and college football and other things to pad out my month. Oh, and also Miami in the preseason this year and the Asian Cup and AFCON. So at least there will be some football this month. You mean Chivas? Oh, Billy Sharp went the whole. Okay. He's older than Chicharito? Huh. Ain't that crazy. First CFP title game for Jim Harbaugh. His third straight CFP berth. They lost in the semifinals the past 2 years. This year they made the final. No SEC team in the final, which is weird. But I don't know. J.J. McCarthy, 26-1 as a starter. Pat McAfee's narrating the game on ESPN2. I know. I would watch it if I wasn't doing this. But what's the point about watching him if I can't hear him? So I ain't got to listen to Herb Street either, though, and he's a goon. So, I mean, what's the worst? 25-2 for Kalen DeBoer, Washington head coach. Going 5-2. 332 pass yards per game for Penix. Michael Penix Jr. leads the FBS. So that's a good clip, I gotta say. Washington will be wearing their whites. Michigan will be wearing their blue. Pretty much expected as much, considering Michigan were the, in effect, home team. There we go. The guy who does the QB camera highlights for these type of games got ESPN on him, and it actually shows ESPN copyright. Well, the one thing about college football that I'm starting to realize is that it's so decentralized that you could show the games and they don't hit you with copyright. But I'm not going to test that theory because my luck, I'm the one that gets hit just by playing the freaking commentary. So, I'm not playing that game. Like, my luck, I'm going to get hit. So, I'm going to leave that shit alone. But the way I see it, they show the games full on and don't get hit with copyright. And those streams stay up. So, that's how I watched the Alabama versus Texas game, if y'all remember, while State was playing Arizona. Yeah. Was it week 2? I think it was week 2. Yeah. I think it was week 2. Yeah. So that's how my dad watched the Colorado versus Nebraska game. The UEFA Nations League is next month, and there's zero hype for it. Well, I mean, it's the UEFA Nations League. What'd you expect? Every college basketball game from ESPN are still on YouTube today. Oh, so you can do that too for ESPN college basketball. Okay. No, wait, State was on CBS. Forget it. Not that I'd want to watch that game anyway, because State got beat by South Carolina, but, whatever. Not that I'd want to watch that game anyway. UEFA Nations League draws next month. Okay, that makes more sense. I'm like, but now it came out that Funes Mori has to leave for free and lower his pay to leave Monterrey for Pumas. So much hate from a team to its all-time score. Well, it's the coaches that didn't want him, which is idiotic anyway. I want to see Pumas versus Monterrey in a Liga final. Just to see Funes Mori score on Monterrey. Like, to me personally, that would be hilarious. That would be absolutely hilarious. Because, hey, you know what? You deserve that to happen to you. If you're Monterrey. Yeah. Drysdale going to the Philadelphia Flyers from the Anaheim Ducks. That is a big trade. That is a big trade. Did that like Buns get this one going? Kickoff is in a couple of minutes, give or take. 45, I think. So about 9 minutes. 9 minutes to kick off for this game, the national championship. Washington looking to bring one to the Pac-12 before it dies. And they move on anyway. So, in theory, is a national championship attributed to the Pac-12? Or is it attributed to the conference that Washington's going to after this game? Or both? It makes you wonder. I mean, yeah, they play the whole season as Pac-12, so I guess it would be Pac, but presenting the colors in the U.S. American national anthem to be sung. See the full games this year. There aren't any highlights on ESPN or full ACC YouTube replays get removed. Not all get taken. France, Italy, Portugal, Scotland will all be hype. Yeah. I agree with that. Fireworks in an indoor stadium. Yeah, that's not. Well, scratch that. WWE does it safely, normally, unless you're The Undertaker. Undertaker would have something to say about pyro being done safely, but like I watch AFCON for free. I have no idea. Stream East? Because I think it's on beIN Sports in America, so we're going to have to go straight up Stream East for that one. Unless I got YouTube TV before that tournament starts, which is very unlikely. I wouldn't say very unlikely, but I don't think we'd go that quickly. Most of the highlight channels do get warnings that tell them they're on an upload restriction of 3 vids a day, so they abandon their channel halfway through the CFP season. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Brandon Vasquez came out and said Monterrey FC was the biggest club in Liga MX and is going to pass Funes Mori all-time goal scorer since Mori is Monterrey all-time. That's going to take a while. But, hey, Brandon Vasquez pretty much just said, screw Europe, I'm not going. Idiot. Yeah, maybe he will pass that number. I mean, Brandon Vasquez is a person where you could say he's a younger player and a possible upgrade if he hits. So, again, it's not smart, but Cavallini's back at Puebla. Okay, I didn't want him in Toronto anyway. At least not since he was in Liga MX the first time. Or went back after Vancouver, I should say. Michigan about to run out. And Washington getting ready to run out as well. What's up, right? National championship in 2024. Just not exactly how I thought it would happen. Huh. Well, there you go. I mean, ain't playing at all either. Well, I don't think you have to. I think we know why you're actually rooting for Washington. Because they're playing Michigan. Regular broadcast. Appalachian State, the Black Nike Air Forces of college football. Or the Trinidad and Tobago of college football. If I wasn't doing this, I would be too. Washington wearing their white jerseys with gold helmets. Michigan wearing their normal blue, which nobody's surprised about. Before kickoff here. I would say that Washington has the advantage at quarterback. I'm not going to lie. J.J. McCarthy isn't bad, but he's definitely a game manager. Michael Penix Jr. could freaking change a game instantly. That man is a game changer. J.J. McCarthy isn't. Camera just lagged behind. Yeah, that's not a surprise. We'll be covering any qualifiers in March. I think there's some CONCACAF qualifiers to start the World Cup qualifying cycle, like in between the Nations League and Repechaje. So I should cover that, but I will. Not just should, but I will cover that. Penix was robbed of the Heisman. I agree, because Jaden Daniels didn't deserve that damn thing. Yeah, that happens sometimes, and you know it. Hit that like button, let's get this one going, and we'll be ready to go. It's not what I wanted. There we go. And here's the coin toss. Marcus Woods, the ref from the ACC. Oh, Lord, we have an Atlantic Coast Conference referee. Oh, my God. Oh, Lord. Jobber game. What's the only game in town, yeezus? But it'll get some views from college football fans. We got an Atlantic Coast Conference referee. Michigan to receive. Washington will get the second half kickoff. Yeah, Mexico does have an American Football League. It's not great, but it gets the job done when there's no football on. I've watched here or there. You know, curiosity and all. Michigan seeking their first title since 1997. Both teams seeking their first national title since the 90s. Huh. What the hell? And here comes the kickoff between Washington and Michigan. Washington will have to be on defense first. You got my horde, refs. I know. And here we go. The kickoff to begin the national championship. An unexpected Washington season versus a Michigan team where we aren't surprised they're here. Gross to kick off. We're not surprised Michigan are here. We're surprised Washington are. Especially if you're thinking about back in September. But here we go. And that is caught. And they're going to run it out. Here comes Michigan. Tackled at the 10. Boom. Boom sticked. At the 10-yard line. So there you go. There will be live streams for the Asian Cup and AFCON. Yes. Japan and Morocco. There's a couple of Japan streams planned this month. There's a couple of Morocco streams planned this month. And, of course, when we get to February, I cannot do the AFCON final. It's the same day as the Super Bowl, so that's out the question. But I can do the Asian Cup final the day before. And here comes Michigan, if Japan's there. Hands off J.J. McCarthy. And that's 5 yards. Yeah, 5 yards for Corum, second down. But then again, who's to say that Morocco even makes the AFCON final? So if they don't, that's not even a question, or it's not even a problem that's on the day of the Super Bowl. But if they do, well, it ain't getting covered. Second and 6. Well, it's a different time than the Super Bowl, but I'm going to be up early that day. I'd just rather do what I normally do on Super Bowl days. So, besides the Super Bowl, so. That's why it's not happening. It's a whole big thing. It's not just the game, it's everything around the game. I'm not a person who likes to change my traditions. And if I do, well, 13:44. Blake Corum gets about 8, second down. Burgers and hot dogs for the Super Bowl. Sausage balls. I'm making sausage balls, rotel. We may actually get some pasta catered from Olive Garden. I heard it's actually good now. I know. I don't want to try it either, but I'll give it a shot. Maybe it's not munch-a-cakey anymore. I don't know. Hands off, and that'll be, first down for Michigan. I have hope for them. PWHL was supposed to be on at this time, had to postpone their first game due to traffic issues. Gonna have some McDonald's on Monday. We usually do that, or pizza. Well, that's nice. I'd look to see Washington stack the box and force Michigan to throw. Doesn't look like it so far. 12:48 left in the first quarter. $12:36. Snap from McCarthy. There it is. Hands it off. Drops back. Is actually going to throw, and it's a first down. What teams would be covering for Euro 2024? At least Italy and Croatia. Probably more. At least Italy and Croatia, but probably more. Probably be a lot more overarching. Johnson gets the first down there. Michigan's going on a drive. I'm not surprised. 11:57. This game's on ESPN College Football YouTube page. Man, they're putting it on everything. Hands it off and just rumbles for a first down. Mullings rumbles for a first down, and Michigan is just unstoppable right now. The Croatians love me. That's why. Every time I do a Croatian game, it freaking blows up. Stream and review. I'd be stupid not to do Croatia games. Man, they love me. I want Italy, Canada, Japan in the same group for the World Cup. You want to see me freaking lose my mind. You really, don't you? You want to see me be like, oh, wait, they're all in the tournament, but they're in the same group. One of them has to get eliminated. You're awesome. No, you're not. And that'll be a sack behind the line for McCarthy. You really want me to pick one to get owned, don't you? McCarthy gets sacked. You just want to see me be like, well, which one do I want to get owned the most out of those three? That's exactly what you're trying to do to me. Ay. I don't know which one. And then there's the fact of maybe there's a team that isn't one of my favorites. That's the fourth team. So there's that. 2nd and 14. And there it is. Touchdown. Edwards runs in for a touchdown. Michigan 6-0. Go Dog says 904. And you just got scored on. Donovan Edwards with a 41-yard rush touchdown. 6-0. They set the edge, and he was off. They set the edge. He found the hole, and he was off. There it is for Michigan. First 6 points of the game. Let's see if the extra point is good. 10-14. The kick is up, and it's good. 7-0 Michigan. Washington. 'Tis but a scratch. That was pretty easy. I don't know if that was a scratch. This game might be 1st to 70 wins. I just hope it's like that. I would rather it be 1st to 70 and they both score 63 points than it be 63-7. Please, I want a shootout. After last year, I want a shootout. Okay? I want a bloodbath. I want 50 points each at least. After last year, I want 50 points each. And preferably Washington to win so Dylan Johnson can bring the natty to Greenville. But either way, I don't want a blowout. No, I want both teams to score 50 at least at the same time. Well, we don't know what the pots are going to look like for the 2026 World Cup just yet. In theory, no, it's not going to happen where Japan, Italy, and Canada are in the same group. It's not going to happen. But it can if everything hits right, but we don't know where the pots will be. Georgia. Oh, Italy can. Oh, wait, Italy might just be in pot 1 because Canada's in pot 1 because of CONCACAF. They're hosting. I get it. Italy. Well, who knows? They may not be in pot 1. Georgia Ohio State was a real national championship last year. I agree. But then again, Japan will probably be in the same pot as Italy if Italy's not in pot 1. Who knows? Japan might be in pot 1. They are killing everybody right now. Italy should be pot 1. I just want a good game tonight. Well, yeah, 50 points each is a good game. But Washington will be able to answer. We'll see if they're about to answer in a couple of minutes after this commercial's over. AT&T commercial here. They always do this in the national championship. Took a gander at the Asian Cup games. The majority of the decent games are in the morning or at 6:30 a.m. I don't have a problem with that. I'll just stay up and do it and then sleep. You know I can handle that, okay? I know because the Japan games are early. But that's perfect for me with how screwed up my sleep schedule is. It's perfect for me. It's perfect for me. Happy 2024, everyone. How we doing, Adam? Welcome back. It's perfect for me. Italy go pot 2. That means we could see Italy, France, Ecuador, and New Zealand. But Edwards, with that damn good run at 7-0, Michigan and Washington could answer or try to answer here. Hopefully they do. Come on. We need Dylan Johnson to do the same thing. Is that Matt B. Great? Or Matt B. Bald? I love his channel. I just had to do it. That dude sort of did look like Matt, though. That graduate assistant or whatever from Michigan. Sort of did. Carter Gauthier is going to the Anaheim Ducks. Recent draft pick for the Flyers. Just got back from Arizona Christmas vacation. It was great. Phoenix was nice. It's a disgrace that they still made us go to class today. You know, that is a disgrace. I agree. I mean, when's the next time Washington's ever going to make a national championship game? Dylan? I see Dylan Johnson in the backfield. Come on, DJ. Rumble, young man, rumble. Boom. That actually gets a good amount of yards. Let's go. No. Dylan Johnson, impact player. You're damn right. Roma Dunze, Mason Graham, and Will Johnson on the Michigan defense. Of course I'm all room for a Mississippi State Bulldog, former Mississippi State Bulldog. We need Dylan Johnson to bring it home to Greenville. Come on. Penix in the shotgun. Wait there. Throws it. Caught. First down and more. To the 40. Washington. McMillan. Gets it going. First and 10. 9:31 left in the quarter. Supposed to go to Mexico. Didn't have a chance because there's so many things to do in Arizona since I have family in both. I was in Tucson for a few days. I've heard good things about Arizona. Heard good things about Arizona. 9:16. The state, not the college. Arizona's football team is pretty good, though. Whoa, that's a different set. Penix takes the snap. Almost fumbles it, but keeps it. Checks it down and gets 3 yards. 2nd and 8. 2nd and 7. 8:49. Yeah, 2nd and 7. Quick pace game so far, though. 2nd and 7. Still in the shotgun for Michael Penix Jr. Watch FA Cup games and NFL last regular season game this weekend. I watched the NFL games. I didn't watch the FA Cup games. Again, screwed up sleep schedule. I know what happened. I saw the results. 3rd down. Nixon gets a couple yards. I did watch NFL games, though. As I said, screwed up sleep schedule. Come on now. Washington Huskies, 47% 3rd down conversion rate, 14th in FBS. 3rd and 5 at the midfield, or we'll get over the midfield line if they convert. If they get 3 yards, they'll punt at the midfield line. Oh! Breaks the tackle! 1st down! Converts! Washington gets another 1st down. Who should the Bears pick in the 1st round of the draft? I'm not on the Caleb Williams bandwagon. Y'all got the 1st pick. I say y'all should pick Jaden Daniels. Why? Because I don't want him. I don't want Caleb or Jaden Daniels on the Patriots. I want Michael Penix Jr., Drake May, or Marvin Harrison Jr. That's what I want. Anything. If the Patriots do anything else, they screwed up. I swear. If they get Caleb, I'm going to be pissed. If they get Jaden mid-ass Daniels, I'm going to be pissed. That's incomplete. Because Jaden Daniels is mid. He didn't deserve that Heisman. Should have been Penix. Penix and Dylan Johnson's on the sideline. I mean, yeah, he ain't going to play as many snaps, but he's going to play. But Dylan did start with a good run, though. Things going through the wild card games next week. You got to wait for Friday for those predictions. I ain't spoiling anything. I'm making those predictions on Friday. I ain't spoiling nothing. 7:01. I ain't spoiling nothing. Hands off. There's a flag down in the backfield behind the line of scrimmage. 7:01 left in the quarter. Thoughts on RJ Barrett going off on the Warriors, 37 points. I'm happy. The Raptors might have just pulled a 2013 Mark II. Getting Quickly and Barrett. Smart play. That's on Michigan, yeah? First time out for Washington. Yeah, by freaking Harbaugh's reaction, that's on Michigan. Gonna do a watch-along on the wild cards. Not on Saturday. I may do the Cowboys game on Sunday. I'm not completely, just a timeout. Okay. I'm not completely sure. I may do the Cowboys on Sunday, and I know I'll be live on Monday for Eagles versus Bucks. But I'll at least review every game. I'll predict the games. I may be live for Cowboys on Sunday. I may be live for the Cowboys-Packers on Sunday. Don't take my word for it. I'm still deciding on that. But I will be live on Monday. And I'm certainly not going to be live on Saturday because I'm confused to when I'm going to the melting pot. You know, I could be talking about the late game, but maybe I'm still going at 12 and I could talk about both games. I'm not completely sure because my dad said 12. My mom said 4 about the reservation for my birthday dinner because I'd do it the week earlier anyway. So I'm confused. So if it is 12 o'clock, even then, I'm still not going to make a stream for that day early or late just to do it. But I'll be able to cover both games as both games. So nothing on Saturday. That's a complete fact. Sunday, I may be live for the Cowboys. Monday, I know I will be live. So no, maybe yes. Saturday, no. Sunday, maybe. Monday, yes. That's all you need to know. I know what I'll be live for if I'm live for something on Sunday. The Cowboys. I'll certainly be live for Divisional Saturday, though, because that is my birthday. Might as well use it as a birthday show. But have a commercial going. Timbers, we believe Crepeau could be a leader in our locker room. Love to hear that. Well, you should. Should think he's a leader. As for the Carolina Panthers, fans say, thank God the season's over. Lost 9-0 at home to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Yeah, you suck. Yeah, y'all suck. The Bucs didn't even play good in that game. So, there you go. For Japan to be pot 2, that'll be the top 9 because USA, Mexico, and Canada hosting. Yep. Which I could see that, though. Timeout been taken. Have a 7:01 left in the first quarter. Canada, Croatia, Ecuador, New Zealand. If that was the group, I'd be happy with it. Canada should still get through. I mean, if they play up to their level, they should get over Ecuador and New Zealand. So they should get through. So, yeah, I'm good with that group. Here we go. Second down and 10, 7:01 to go. Penix takes the snap. Short throw. And that's going to get more. First down to 30. Odunze gets the first down for Washington. 6:50 to go. Odunze with a good catch and run. I'm not sleeping on Ecuador, but I still think Canada on paper has better talent, even in 2026. Certainly in 2024, on paper. 6:35. There's the snap. Penix throws, and he misses it. Damn it. Yeah, I'm not surprised. That was probably going to happen. But at least he got that first run. Thoughts on the Monday Night Rollins gimmick? Well, that's not really his gimmick anymore. I mean, sort of boring, I'm not going to lie. 6:27, 4-6. 2nd and 10. I'm gonna have to eat on camera. Dylan Johnson's back. Never mind. Thank God. Here he is. Yeah, I may have to eat on camera at some point during this stream, or very soon, I should say. Mom. 10 White Castle, 4-6 with the fries. Okay, I'm not gonna complain. $7-0. I'm gonna try to get that wrapped up during the halftime, or not halftime, but commercial break in between. There's a snap. Dylan Johnson gets the 10, 5:46 left in the first quarter. It looks like Washington will answer. It's on every ESPN channel with some different little touch. Like Pat McAfee's on ESPN2, ESPN US, some sort of like Coach's Corner, whatever. It's on everything. It's not just one, it's everything. 10 plays, 65 yards. Washington with 9 yards to go. Dylan Johnson gets going, gets to the line. Still 2nd and goal with 9 yards to go. ESPN News 2. I know, but I don't even remember what that one is. See, I don't even remember what that one is. Stop. ESPN Deportes in Spanish. Well, of course. That I would have expected. Well, that I expect. Good tackle there by Michigan. 10 yards. 2nd and goal. 9.5. Washington to answer, or at least try to. Wheels around. About to the 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6, or 3rd and 6. Changing your StreamYard photo? I did, because I changed my profile pic to the 3rd kit. I feel like I'm watching Liga MX with Spanish commentary. How good is it? I'm not even going to try to commentate anything in Spanish for college football because I don't know. I don't think that would be that smart. 4:17. I don't know. It's not worth a shot. Penix. 7 yards. 3rd and goal, and they're going to take a timeout. 4:04 left in the first quarter. They didn't like the look of that play, I'm guessing. Give me a second. Might as well get the tray during this timeout so I can get my food in between the score. Because I don't know if it'll be a score, but you get my point. The next time there's a stoppage in play, that makes sense. ESPN News or no, I got it regular ESPN. Stuck with Deportes. You don't have ESPN Plus? Oh, wait. Oh, okay, yeah. Because even if you had a TV package, I don't have it. Yeah, I get it. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I heard. I've been heard, my friend. I've been heard. I've been heard. I've been heard. So, 7 yards away for Washington. They've had a good drive, but they may just stall out here. 7 yards to get a touchdown. Or will it be 7-3? I have it on regular because what's the point? I'm calling this game anyway. I have it on regular. Read my other comment. ESPN News. Turn your cam off. It's still the great TS. Oh, I know I need to change that. I know. It's I forgot how to change that though. I remember the last college football game I went to. Oregon was about to score. There was a streaker who ran down the middle of the field, had a big. Cops got him quick. Well, at least you'll remember that. Okay. At least you'll remember that. Okay. College football's wild. Man, college football's a wild sport. Wait. Is that Vincent D'Onofrio and Echo? A.K.A. Private Pal. 8 yards to go. Year 10. Oh, yeah, this is the 10th year of the national championship college football playoff. 10 years of the playoff. I'm getting old. I legitimately am getting old. Jesus. RSR. Ryan's Sports Reviews. Duh. Here comes the 3rd and 8. 3rd and goal on the 8-yard line. Washington to go for a touchdown or get a closer field goal. Or maybe just, no, they have to go for a field goal. 4 minutes left in the first quarter. Penix takes the shot, and it's over Odunze's head. And that'll be a field goal on 4th and goal. That'll have to be a field goal attempt. Incomplete. Washington got all the way down to the 8-yard line, but they get stopped. It's going to be a field goal attempt. True. How many different kits you can use as different icons. Yeah. Penix with the snap there. Right over the head of Odunze. 25-yard attempt. And here's the kick. It's up, and it's going to just get in there. Field goal is good for Washington with a 25-yard field goal. Grady Gross with a 25-yard. Three to 7. Announce a commercial, so. No, they kicked an extra point or field goal, so no, they have 3 points. But it's 3 to 7, not 7 to 7 like they should have gotten. So that's how I'll be back. We're back. They have the ball back. 3:34 left. 2nd and 7. And that's past the line, or that's a deep gain. We're back. Papa John's Pizza Spanish commercial. I didn't know they had one of those. Okay. Super Sport in South Africa, they minimize screen every 10 minutes for an ad. That is crazy. .4 yards per play for Michigan. They're just cutting through, and that's incomplete. .231 to go in the first quarter. J.J. McCarthy, 3 of 4 for 55 yards on pass attempts. They're the technical home team, yes. I mean, the game's in Houston, but they're technically the home team. Not that it matters. And that'll be a first down and more. And once again, Edwards has been lost, and they aren't going to catch him. Touchdown, Michigan, 14 or 13-3. Donovan Edwards with a 46-yard rush touchdown. They can't stop Michigan. Very poor. Very poor. Extra point. Kicks up, and it's good. 14-3 for the Michigan Wolverines. People were worried about Blake Corum. No, I think you got to be worried about Edwards. They're loving it, the local fans. I wouldn't say they're local fans because, again, it's in Houston. The Michigan fans who went there are loving it, yeah. Better. The kickoff for the next Washington drive, 2:23, and they're going to kneel it. That'll come out to the 20. Pretty good. Here comes Washington. Penix runs for about 8 yards. I still think he could have got the first, but okay. I think he slid a bit too early. I think he could have got the first, but he wanted to slide and keep himself safe. Penix tosses it to Dylan Johnson. Dylan Johnson only gets a yard. Third down. $1:15 left in the quarter. Penix with a shot, throws it. McMillan goes down. 4th down and 4. Unless they give him forward progress, it'll be like 4th down and 2, but 56. Because he pushed back a little bit. 4th and 3. They're going to have to punt it, and they will. McAllister punts it to Morgan, and it's going to drop and keep bouncing, and he's going to let him get worse field position. 23 seconds left. 21 for the quarter, I should say. Back for Michigan. Donovan Edwards has both the 2nd and 3rd longest touchdown runs in college football playoff championship game history. Derrick Henry still has the longest because, of course, Derrick Henry does. With 50 yards back in 2017. But Donovan Edwards has the other 2. And people said Blake Corum was the guy you had to worry about. I don't think so. But speaking of, he might just be gone. Blake Corum might just be gone. He might just be gone, and he's at the 20. 10 seconds to go. Blake Corum. That'll end the quarter, and he just runs the 20. Blake Corum. Too much space. Yeah, I think I could easily just find that opening for the National Championship Casino joke. I think I got it. Blake Corum. Damn. Speaking of Blake Corum having to worry about him, I guess you do. End of the first quarter. 14-3. That is Vincent D'Onofrio, yeah. That would not feel good, I bet. Ah, Joker. Michigan is ripping Washington to shreds. Hold on. Probably should have, but it is what it is. Too much space, I agree. There we go. 15 minutes left in the quarter. To 2nd and 7. 2nd and 7, getting closer to the end zone for Michigan. If they score here, this game's damn near over. I hate to tell you. Red zone, 20, about the 18, 17-yard line, 17 yards away. They hand it off to Edwards, and he gets a good couple. Well, I got White Castle. I don't like eating on camera, and for the national championship ain't great, but you know what? It is. Such is life. Probably better I'm eating some, though, instead of just waiting until the end of the game on an empty stomach. I have no idea. Probably it can't hurt, can it? Hit that like button. We got 7 likes, though. Hit that like button. Let's get one going. 59. Better than the Leafs game. Doing better than the Leafs game. First 3rd down and 9 from Michigan. Okay, good. Leafs game didn't do too well on stream or live or review, to be completely honest. Timeout for Michigan. On screen keyboard. Let's go. Watchalong, calories. Crystals is better, though. Well, we don't have any Southerners here. My bad. Okay. Crystals is better, though, but I'm only doing what I have. You know what I mean? I'm doing what I got, you know? Crystals is better, though. There we go, calories. Crystals is better than White Castle, just so you know. Absolutely, unequivocally, yes. 20, 12. Sliders are 140. $600, jeez. The other 4 later. Perfect. I just got to eat all the fries. Okay. There's Crystals. There we go. So we do. But Crystals is better than White Castle, but I have to do what I got. I don't live in the South. But personally, I will say this. There used to be that Harold and Kumar White Castle in Canada. If I ever moved in Ontario, if I ever moved to Toronto, I'm buying that damn empty White Castle, making it a Crystals. Because there are no White Castles in Canada. I'm not stepping on any toes. Even if they say it's the North, is White Castle. I'd be like, you ain't got none in Canada. I ain't stepping on no toes. If you have a problem with it. Because that's the thing. It's like the North is White Castle, the South is Crystals. And if it's like in between, like Tennessee is about as high as Crystals get. And if there's a Crystals in the North, you're stepping on toes. So, yeah. But I guess, like, Carl's Jr. is in the West, Hardy's is in the East. It's true. Michigan, they score here. This game's over. Over. I don't care. This game is over. But how much of a buzzsaw they are. Caught! And that is defended. 4th and 4. It'll at least be a field goal. Thank the Lord. If you're a Washington fan. Well, I'm rooting for Washington because of Dylan Johnson. Obvious reasons. And Will Rogers is on the sideline too. So, I mean, Washington isn't just a bandwagon for tonight. They're also a bandwagon for next season. Holds Michigan to a field goal. James Turner going for it. James Turner to kick this field goal. 4th and 4. 13 minutes left in the second quarter. 32-yarder. The kick is up, and it's just going to get in there. Washington's field goal pushed in. Michigan's almost went out, but James Turner kicks the field goal. A few White Castles in New England. That's the North. There you go. James Turner. This ESPN ain't working right now. Here we go. Yep, 31-yard field goal. That is 3-17. Thank God I didn't bet on this game. Lord, thank God I didn't bet on this game. $13.28. $17.30, Michigan. Michael Penix Jr. versus pressure, 0 for 3 with no pressure. He's 5 for 5 with 43 yards, but you can't be playing like that. You just can't be. Have to do better under pressure. This does not look like the Washington team who just beat Texas. I can tell you that much. Either Michigan is really good. Washington need a touchdown here. With that just being a field goal, they need a touchdown here. They need to get within 10 before the half. Caught! And that'll be a first down. Odunze falls for the first down. They keep going. 13-16. 1st and 10. Just trips back into a first down. 84 yards, 235, because Michigan's been cutting them up like a freaking hot knife through butter. It's not great. Maybe they really need a healthy Dylan Johnson. No handoff to Dylan Johnson. Penix with a throw. Hits it. First down at midfield. There's the Washington. Well, that was on the first drive until the last 8 yards, and the one we know. Penix. Good throw. Good play action. There we go. First down at midfield. Good play. Good play. Hits it. Dylan Johnson gets to the hole. It's about 2 yards. 2 yards for Dylan Johnson, 12-17. Second down and 8. Second and 9. They're only going to give him a yard. Okay. 15 yards for 5 carries. So that's about 5, 10, 15. So that'd be about 3.5 per carry. Something like that. I'm not that good at math. I'm surprised I did that in my head. I'm not going to lie. Sounds about right. And that's going to be a flag. I'm going to guess false start. False start on Washington. I may be wrong, but I think that was a false start. Yep, false start on. 5-yard penalty first. Yep, false start. So that'll be a 14-yard. They'll put them back to 14 yards to gain. Second and 14, 14 yards to gain to get another first down. $11:25 left. Penix takes the snap in the shotgun. Rolls out, throws. And that is no PI. That is a good pass breakup, 3rd and 14. Yeah, Michigan just is unsolvable right now. Unsolvable right now. 47% on 3rd down conversions during the season. Tonight, they're 2 for 4, Washington. See what they can add on here. Why do I feel like we're about to see another 2023 national championship flag? Another flag here. And it looks like it's on Washington. Another false start. Lord. I would be flipping. If I was the head coach now, I'd be flipping out. I'd be like, what the hell are you doing? Wasn't set. I think that one was harsh, but he wasn't set. 11-18, 3rd and 19. Penix in the shotgun, empty set, because of course you have to. They get it past midfield. And that means it's 4th down, past midfield, but they're going to have to punt it away anyway. Or it looks like Penix is still on the field. They're going to go for it. You have to go for it at this point. With the way Michigan's playing, you have to go for it. 4th and 7. Chunk play to knock it down, and they're going to try to go for it, but they can't even get an automatic first down on offside. So 10:48. 4 for 5 or more. They say kick. ESPN does. See, Washington says, no, we got to go for it, which is smarter. 10:36. In the shotgun still is Penix. Penix with a throw. Hits deep. And oh no, Adunze. He can't make the catch. It hits him in the hands. And he drops it. That's a turnover on downs. Wide open Adunze. Wide open. Hits him in the hands and he can't make the catch. Oh my word. That would have been. And that's it. Just above midfield. That's really good field position for Michigan. Man, if Adunze got that, that would have put them in a really good position as well. That would have put them in the red zone. But it hits him in the hands, and he just can't make the catch. Looks like we're going to have a replay of last year's game. Looks like it to me. Yeah. Would have been easy touchdown, too. Yeah. Yeah, I think we're pretty much where we are. I know you hate it because it's Michigan. Connor, I know you hate it. Oh, look, there's Brutus. Closest he's been to a national championship game in a while. Really? I mean, yeah. Exactly. Oh, and by the way, they only got 50 yards to go. So if they get those 50 yards, yeah, the game, it's going to be over by halftime. Why does this keep happening? Man, NIL is a freaking, well, I don't even know. That'd be an SEC argument. I don't think it is for the Big 12. It's Michigan, though. I mean, I know Washington's jerseys are the same template as Mississippi State's, but I didn't realize they were so simple. They're just as simple. Oh, Corum gets tackled behind the line. That's a good start there. $10:15 left in the second quarter. Something about teams in purple in a national championship. They just don't perform. Yeah, that was a shot of freaking TCU, too. That's not a good sign. Throws, caught. Incomplete. They say it's incomplete. This time of year where the MLS season's about a month out, then Premier League is 2 games every Saturday for their winter break. Hey, at least Liga MX is going on, but that is incomplete. Or about to start again, if not already. $9:39, 3rd and 10. Maybe Washington will come up big defensively, but they still got to get a stop here on 3rd down. They could force a punt. It'll be horrible field position, but if they get a stop here, they could force a punt, and that's over the top. Incomplete, 4th down. Michigan will have to kick, and they will kick. It's going to be horrible field position, but you know what? At least they didn't get scored on. Horrible field position, unless he just shanks the damn thing, but, you know, could happen. If you catch it on the line, you just got to – I think you got to go run. You got to run, in my opinion. If this punt is caught on the line, you got to run at this point. I mean, I don't give a crap if you think it should be a fair catch. You got to run if you catch this thing. And that goes out. Yep. So, touchback. They got lucky. It touched back. They get a lucky bounce. Touchback for Washington, or against Michigan for Washington. Puts them at the 20. So, well, there you go. He did shank it. Put too much power into it. Maybe that's what happens when you barely use your punter. 53-yard punt out of the back of the end zone. Touchback. Can't watch Liga MX, though. The odd Telemundo ESPN Plus game's the ultra rare FS1 game. Oh, you don't have TUDNA. Damn. You don't have TUDNA. Shit. That's sad. You know what? That would be awesome to have a Taco Bell in your own house. I thought that commercial was stupid at first, but you know what? I think it would be awesome to have a Taco Bell in your own house. I'd do it. There's a little thing called Stream East. You're welcome. Well, thank DirecTV for that. Wait. So even left Dish? I don't even know if Dish had it, but DirecTV was one of the bigger carriers that used to have B in until it left. Like, I could have sworn I saw some BN channels on YouTube TV. I could have sworn I did. But if not, Stream East. Five of 7 on deep passes versus Texas for Michael Penix Jr. You know what? Now, the more I'm watching, you know what? I don't want him on the Patriots. I really don't. Just go get Marvin Harrison Jr. and he's sacked at the 5-yard line. Yep, no, I don't want this guy. Nope. Oh, my God. Raphael with a $1.99 Super Chat salute round. What a great moment of this game. It's about to turn into another Georgia versus TCU. Oh, and by the way, the ACC referees suck, but what do we not? We already knew that. That second false start was a bit harsh. I mean, that was a bit harsh. 2nd and 22. You know what? I don't want Penix on the Patriots. I don't want Caleb. I don't want Jaden. I don't want either. I don't want any of those three. It's Drake May or Marvin Harrison Jr. If it's neither, the Patriots screwed up. I'm serious. Bailey Zappi is still a better starting quarterback than any of these three big quarterbacks. And even then, he might just be better than Drake May. I don't know. Might as well just go with freaking Marvin Harrison Jr. I mean, we need a wide receiver. I'm sure Marvin Harrison Jr. will still be there at 3. Yeah, that's incomplete. Penix ain't good enough for the big time. So if the Patriots want to get back to the playoffs, he ain't good enough for the big time, or at least the biggest big time. Jaden Daniels is mid, always has been. Caleb Williams sucks. And that's our most likely pick. Or one of the 5 most likely picks. Then, of course, here comes Dylan Johnson, and he can't get the first down. But he got most of it. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Now it's being proven. Well, yeah, Texas got beat by Washington, and Washington... I mean, Michigan's a damn good team. And Alabama might have just kicked Washington's ass just as much. My point being is I don't know if Penix is good enough for the big time. Watching this game, I mean, I watched the Texas game, but Texas sort of self-destructed as well. You know, they sort of shot themselves in the foot. And Washington almost shot themselves in the foot anyway. Late on after Dillon got hurt. So, I don't know about you. If we don't have any weapons, why would Penix be even good anyway? Oh, look, John Harbaugh's there too. Well, he has a bye week. He could rest a little bit. I wonder if Connor Stallions is in the crowd. Georgia fans are getting really upset or drunk. I'm just a Mississippi State fan drinking a Coke and eating some food. Sad for Dylan Johnson that he's losing because frickin' Washington can't stop a nosebleed. And a Patriots fan who's pissed off that our best option is still shit. Oh, Lord. No, if we keep Mac Jones, legitimately, I am done with the NFL if they pick any of the three quarterbacks that isn't Drake May, or they stay with Mac. I am done. I am done. I mean the NFL overall. Because, I mean, let's be honest. Besides the playoffs, it sucks anyway without Tom Brady. But what about Dak? Orgy running to the 50. So he does run on a running package here. They should trade Mac. He has no trade value. How did they trade him? He has no trade value. Nothing. Maybe what? An offensive lineman? There is no trade value for that man. None. He's absolutely crap. There is no trade value for him. Zero. Absolutely zero. Nothing. So where's the trade? What? For a second round pick 5 years down the line? For a 15th pick who made the playoffs at least once? Who's been bungled so hard by Matt Patricia and Bill O'Brien, it's not even funny? All right, maybe the Chicago Bears will take him. I don't know. Maybe the Browns will take him. I don't know. Sounds like about right. Hey, maybe Washington will take him. We get back Jacoby Brissett. Maybe. I don't know. I haven't watched the NFL since the crowdless 2020 season killed my enjoyment. Kaepernick Gate didn't kill my enjoyment. The empty COVID games did. And there's a tackle. Oh, Corum just gets the legs taken out from under him. And a Washington player hurts himself on the tackle for good measure. Well, that doesn't sound right. You know what I mean. How do you... that's just bad fundamentals. That's just bad fundamentals. Okay, so you tackle a guy at the legs and you still get hurt. What? Oh, I guess he caught a stinger, I guess. Muhammad gets him. I guess he caught a stinger. On a routine tackle at the legs. Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess that was just bound to happen. I guess that was a ticking time bomb that went off in his arm. I guess so, because what do I know? I mean, to me, you tackle somebody at the legs and you go in like that, that shouldn't happen. That shouldn't happen in theory. But, okay. Shouldn't happen in theory, but, you know. Just getting bad to worse for Washington. I mean, huh. If I'm a Washington fan, I'm losing my mind right now. And if I'm a FSU fan, I'm losing my mind right now. And if I'm a Bama fan, I'm crying right now because that's what Bama fans are good at. And I don't know why they're crying. They lost fair and square. It's more like they're going to say, it should have been me. It's like that Dolph Ziggler meme, you know? It's like that Dolph Ziggler gif. It's like, it should have been me. Nah, you should have won the Rose Bowl then. Probably shouldn't have ran up the middle either, but that's just my opinion. Probably shouldn't have ran up the middle either, but that's just my opinion. Belichick to a team where there's a good quarterback for a good landing spot for him. Say the Chargers, for example. You know what? I can't shake the fact that the Eagles are going to go one and done and Sirianni's going to get fired because Bill Belichick's on the market. Philadelphia hires Bill Belichick. I'm calling it now. Philadelphia loses to the Bucs on Monday. Sirianni gets fired. Bill Belichick becomes the Eagle. You heard it here first. I'm calling it right now. It makes sense. It makes too much sense. It really does. It makes too much sense. Like, as soon as Bill comes available, Sirianni gets fired. They're going to wait till Bill comes available, but Bill Belichick is going to be a Philadelphia Eagles head coach next year. Next season. I have a feeling. Sirianni will get fired as soon as Bill comes available. Bill becomes their coach. And they do better next year. Because, I mean, have you seen how the Eagles bottled it? They absolutely choked. They've absolutely choked. And to be completely honest, watch this season, message furnished by the Pac-12. Yeah, because there ain't going to be no more Pac-12 seasons. After tonight, $400,000 for local Houston teachers. Nice. They need better pay. Teachers need better pay. At least Harbaugh beat Alabama to be champions. I'm happy about it. I wanted them to beat Alabama. Now, I'm not rooting for Alabama. Most SEC fans root for the whole SEC when it comes to bowl season. Now, I'm not rooting for Bama. I'm not rooting for Mizzou, and I sure as hell ain't rooting for Ole Miss. Everybody else, I'll root for. But I ain't rooting for Bama. I ain't rooting for Ole Miss, and I ain't rooting for Mizzou. And to be honest, when Oklahoma and Texas come in, I might not root for Texas either. I might not. We'll see what happens. Oh, wait. Oh, by the way, yeah, I'm not rooting for Texas A&M either. Oh, hell no. Hell no. I'm not rooting for that Colt. I'm not rooting for that Colt. Hell no. By the way, they stole our colors in our Aggie thing. What? Mississippi State were the Aggies first, and we had maroon and white first. Besides you being a Colt, you stole our stuff. No, I'm not going to root for you. Happy to see Dak and the Cowboys playing good. Me too. Because Dak Prescott made Mississippi State relevant. Of course I'm happy to see Dak play good. I'd be weird not to. Weird not to. So, no. I know Big Ten fans don't want to root for any of those teams. I know Big Ten fans root for their team and nothing else. SEC fans like to root for all their teams. I'm still not rooting for Bama. No. Oh, hell no. Hell no. There we go. I ain't rooting for Ole Miss, and I ain't rooting for Texas A&M. Anybody else? I root for you in a bowl game. Not them four, though. Maybe not Texas either. I have no problem with Oklahoma, though. I have no problem with Oklahoma. But 4:46 timeout. I have no problem with Oklahoma. Weirdly enough. I had no problem with Alabama. Oh, Lord. Here we go. Yeah, here we go. Big stop for Washington. Good. Yeah, here we go. Wi-Fi ain't doing too hot, I gotta say. Hit that like button, let's get this one going. Good catch. Good stop there. I see where it is. Okay, yeah. I lost the feed for a little bit. Wi-Fi sucks. 4:43. Penix hands it off. Feints the throw. Dylan Johnson gets about 7. Good. They need to score a touchdown here. Camera frozen. Hold on. Can you hear me? Well, I guess you can hear me. First down for Washington. Yeah, we're back. Okay. Yeah, the Wi-Fi must have had a cow. First down for Washington. Yeah, the Wi-Fi must have had a cow. That's even more unflattering. That's even more unflattering, I swear. Huh. I mean, that's back, so why is this not? Huh. Interesting. Huh. Well, give me a couple seconds. All right. I think we're good. I think we're better. Yeah, here we go. Throws up. There we go. 2:47. That'll be a first down for Washington. So, yeah, there we go. That's better. I just had to reset it. Probably going to have to anyway with the comments. So, we're back. But there is a first down there for Washington. I'll watch football Americas after I'm done with the RSR. I think that'll be smart. Yeah. 2:23. Snap taken, throws by Penix, and he almost gets picked off for good measure. Is that Al Hilal shirt? No, it's Louisville City. Louisville City. What'd you think it was Al Hilal? What'd you think it was Al Hilal? No, it's Louisville City. Louisville City. Only one scoring play in the second quarter. Besides, Savajavinko don't play there anymore, so why would I buy an Al Hilal shirt? Thorns signed a Danish center back. Nice. 2:17 to go. One timeout each at the if that ain't PI, I don't know what is. 3rd and 10. Probably the player Nadeem was talking about. I really want to see Inter Miami play right now. Well, you got about give or take, what, about 10 days? Give or take about, what, 10, 11, 12 days? It ain't much. Ain't much longer, my friend. 2:13 left in the second half. In the half, I should say. In the second quarter for the half. Michael Penix Jr. has been pretty good on third down if he gets a chance to throw. But he has to throw here. Penix to throw. And PI, there it is. Pass interference on Michigan. They've been covering him up way too much. That's about right. That's about right. It's been about time they should have called PI, and there we go. Finally, pass interference on Michigan. They've been covering them boys up way too harshly. I'm surprised that was the first one. But they do get called 15 yards. That puts them right up there. Yeah, he was holding him back. Like that's a straight up. That was a straight up pass interference. I mean, he was holding him. Like that was a hold. Hold at the back? Yeah, no way that wasn't. No way that wasn't. So it's at the 8-yard line. The 8-yard line, 1st and goal. This is where Washington stalled out on their first really good drive. Can they punch it in this time to make it a 10-point game? Dylan Johnson to the 5. 2nd and 5. Dylan Johnson gets it closer. 10-17. Oh, they'll only be down 7, actually. My bad. They'll only be down 7 if they score a touchdown. So, hey, this game isn't as over as we thought. 2nd down and 5 at the goal. Well, 2nd and goal at the 5. But Dylan Johnson gets them closer. 138. Washington, they do get the ball to start the second half, so that's the good news. And Dylan gets tackled at the line, gets about a yard. 3 yards, 4 yards to go with 3rd down. Don't understand why Girault was complaining. He clearly grabbed his jersey. He basically chicken winged him. Like, no, that's PI. I don't know what delusion you live in, but that's PI. You were chicken winged. You had him chicken winged. I mean, sure. Like, damn near had him chicken winged. I'm sorry. That's, I don't know what world that is in PI, but in my world, yeah, it is. I mean, they tried to take out Dylan at the knees. I mean, okay. 131. Final timeout. Michigan takes their final timeout with 131 left. Corners are taught if you're going to interfere with a receiver. Well, I mean, yeah, that makes sense. But hey, at least in college, it isn't as bad as the NFL. See, here's the thing with the NFL. It's a spot foul. So if you're getting beat 30 yards down the field and it puts them in field goal range, you're basically saying, am I going to get beat for more if I let him catch this, or do I interfere with him? See, you're playing a more dangerous game if you interfere with somebody in the NFL than in college. In college, it's straight up 15 yards. And Penix is only 3 yards away. Gets a couple more yards. It's 4th and goal with 3 yards to go. Are they going to kick? Are they going to take the points and take an 11-point deficit to the half? Or are they going to try to get it? At least in college, it's straight up 15 yards. So you know exactly. 4th and 5 or less, they say go. So, I think they should make it a spot foul in college like the NFL. You're down by contact, not the ground. Well, if your knee goes, well, yeah, that's true. 48 seconds, 4th and goal with 3 yards. Penix to throw, and he hits it, touchdown! McMillan! And there's a flag on the play, but McMillan makes the catch in the end zone, and he's celebrating. So it's on Michigan. It's got to be. McMillan with a 3-yard touchdown catch. Holding on the defense. Penalties declined. Touchdown, Washington. Jalen McMillan with a 3-yard receiving touchdown. And if they score the extra point, they're only down 7 going into the half. So Gross for the extra point, and he hits it. It's 10-17. For now, Washington in a very good position. 7-point game, and they get the ball back to start the second half. They could tie this up. They could come from dead in the water to tied up in a very quick time if they score on their first drive of the second half and they don't get scored on the last 50 seconds. If they could do both of that, they'll be from dead in the water to tied. So, good thing they get the ball at the start of the second half. Be a brand new game if they can do that. But first, they got to get a stop for 50 seconds. They got to hold this for 50 seconds. $42 seconds. By the way, let's also remember when it comes to Washington, they'll be, if they win the national championship, they'll be the first Adidas school or any non-Nike school to win a national championship. Just thought that was a cool factoid. Every team that's won the national championship has been a Nike school. They got Dan Lanning instead of Saban this time for the college football national championship. Dan Lanning is actually a good coach. Washington needs to hold them. Well, I guess the plan is get a coach who's a rival of one of the teams in the final. I get it. Yeah, I get it. Because they got Saban last year for Georgia. Georgia versus TCU. Now they got Lanning for Washington versus Michigan. Smart. 42 seconds. McCarthy makes the throw. 37 seconds to go. 1st and 10. Clock will wind once they get to the line. McMillan was the one who scored a touchdown. McCarthy just made the throw. 36 seconds. They have no timeouts, Michigan. And there's a tackle. Yes. Inside bounds, too. No first down. That does want some time. 22 seconds at midfield. And they clock it with 16 seconds. The 36 is field goal range for Michigan. So they need to get some more yards. They clock it with 16 seconds, trying to get to field goal range to make this a 10-point game instead of a 7-point game. Washington needs to bring everything to make sure. It's about, the 36-yard line to be a field goal try. 3rd and 3. McCarthy makes the throw, and that's incomplete. 4th down. 4th down and 3. Are they going to go for it to get it or not? They have to go for it on 4th down just to get into field goal range and then make sure there's enough time to clock it and get the kick off. Might as well stay on the field. It's 12 seconds. And even if you do lose possession, Washington's not going to have enough time to do anything, so they're not going to press it down the field just to press it down the field. So 12 seconds. It's a delay of game. They're pushing it back for a punt, so they're going to punt it with 12 seconds. They pushed it back for a punt. 4th and 8. I get what they did there. Probably. So it's going to be punted away at the 30, the opposite 30. Doman to kick, Jackson to return. And this time it's going to just go down at the 2. 3 seconds to go. And Penix has to run a play. Not just a kneel down, he has to run a play because he runs a kneel down, that's right on the line, and well, no, he could go in victory formation and go straight, kneel it straight down, and that should do it. But there ain't much room for error here if they're going to kneel it. If they're going to kneel it, there ain't much room for error. So Penix is going to be right on the line, and he kneels it quick, and that'll do it. Halftime, 10-17. Halftime between both sides, it is 10-17. Michigan with a 7-point lead. Washington will get the kickoff at the second half. And we will take a short break at the half, not talk about the stats, but talk about what I think, because there isn't really any stats. Well, there is stats to talk about, but you get the point. But Sit Tight will be back. Washington can tie this game up if they score a touchdown in their first drive after the half. It'll be a brand new game from there. They were dead in the water to maybe having a chance and maybe tying this thing up. Ain't that crazy? But we'll take a short break. We'll be back. And there you go. Sit tight. We're back. Washington made this game. Sit tight, be back. We're back. I will be. By the way, if anybody cares, I'll be watching football at May because after this is over, not on stream, just because I want to. After I get everything done, I'll be watching football at May because I know Rory will be too at some point. Not that there's much to talk about right now, but they'll find something. They'll find an angle. Well, yeah, also European MLS or CONCACAF players, true. They'll find an angle. But, yep, it's halftime, 10-17. For now, I'm pretty... this game's better than I thought it would be. Hit that like button, let's get this one going. J.J. McCarthy feels like the second coming of A.J. McCarron. Yeah, I feel like that... I shouldn't laugh at that, considering A.J. McCarron played well for St. Louis Battlehawks. Washington's defense really saw some dramatic improvements after they stopped running the don't even touch Donovan Edwards if he gets the ball play. Okay, that's hilarious. That is hilarious. That is hilarious. Oh, that's just me. Looking at that clip right there. Okay. Those Fansville commercials are just so weird. This is the Nerd Students version of OSU versus Oregon. Which OSU, though? Imagine if Ryan Day joined Dan Lannon there. Dude would be redder than tomato. But which one would be redder than a tomato? Ryan Day or Dan Lannon? I don't know. I think Day. Because he's probably pissed off that Ohio State's just been getting their ass kicked by Michigan year after year. I mean, they're there for a reason. Michigan's there for a reason. I'm uncomfortable for Dan Lannon. Yeah, I'm reading the Reddit thread. Why not? Game thread. Watch EA Sports squeeze it to a random commercial break in the third quarter. Talking about the EA college football commercial. And I know Rory was complaining about EA games earlier today. I'm sorry. I know EA games suck, but I'm buying that college football game. I've waited 10 years to play a college football game on PS4 and PS5. Holy shit, they didn't even put a college football game out during the PS4 generation. Either way, no, I need an EA Sports college football game that's actually current generation back in my life. So no, I'm going to get it. I probably played more than I do EA Sports FC though. I just got EA Sports FC. I haven't played it once, and I've had time. So just imagine when I don't have time. I may not even play it at all. I may not even play it at all. Unless I get a headset, then maybe, maybe I will stream it. I don't know, but I don't have a headset yet. EA, where is it? But I do need that college football game. Let us watch the bands, you cowards. I didn't know Michigan or Washington had a good band. I know the famous Maroon band, but I didn't know Washington or Michigan had a good band. So there you go. Huh. If Washington made that fourth down pass, this game would be tied. Speaking of the Adunze pass. But I agree. But waiting for the second half to start. If Michigan wins, it's going to be because of Donovan Edwards. If Michigan loses, it's going to be because, I don't know. But Blake Corum and Donovan Edwards. But Donovan Edwards has more yards than Blake Corum and more touchdowns. 31, 62. So two of his biggest runs is why he has like 90 yards. But you know what? There you go. People said Blake Corum was the one you need to be scared of. Nope. 17-10. Michigan looks like someone sold their soul after the 5-minute mark. Talk about the game, you cowards. And by game, I mean NCAA. ESPN giving us a Madden 25 trailer instead. Okay, that's just weird. See, I wonder what they're going to do. Speaking of EA Sports, I wonder what they're going to do for Madden 25, considering there's already a Madden 25. Like, what? Is it going to be Madden 2025? Or is it going to be Madden 25 2.0? Or, I don't know. How we doing, Sebastian? It makes me wonder. Because if you remember, when it was the 25th year of Madden, instead of Madden 14, it was Madden 25. They should have known that was going to end up causing some problems. Wasn't even 2012. No, there wasn't Madden 13. Penix or J.J. McCarthy? I mean, Penix is the more dominant, or more, I wouldn't say dominant quarterback, but he's the more, what's the word? He's the more dynamic quarterback. J.J. McCarthy is a game manager. He is a Tom Brady, Joe Burrow-esque, Joe Flacco-esque. Yeah, we were sort of referencing that a bit. But right before he came in. And, oh no, when it comes out, I'm buying it. Especially if it's on, well, I may just buy a PS5 just to buy it. Shit. If it is just on a PS5, I will buy a PS5 just to play EA College Football. If it's on PS4, I'll still go with the PS4. They wouldn't be that stupid just to put it straight on PS5 and Xbox, whatever the hell it is now. Series S, Series X, what is? That's what it is? It's not one, it's Series X or Series whatever. Okay. They should have just went with 720. Xbox is so confusing. Xbox original, which is technically the Xbox One, the Xbox 360, the Xbox One, the Xbox Series, whatever the hell. But you say, but Nintendo didn't go with a linear system and naming. Well, when they had systems that did go linear, like the NES and SNES, that was linear. Nintendo Wii and Wii U. Switch and Switch 2, I think. They're going to do a Switch 2, which may just be more of a Switch Lite type thing, but you know, whatever. Or Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy SP, Game Boy Mini or Micro. Then DS, DSi, 3DS. But yeah, Monday Night Football, we will definitely be live for next week when it comes to Tampa v. Philly. Oh, look, the 12-team playoff bracket. December 2024, a new era begins for the college football playoff. Yeah, exactly. And I'm not saying that in a bad way. It just is what it is. J.J. McCarthy is more like Brady Burrow or Flacco than a Lamar Jackson or a RG3 or Patrick Mahomes. Oh, yeah, they'll definitely be doing a Manning cast. Oh, look, it's Mark Keenum. The one in the brown suit. The president of Mississippi State University, Mark Keenum. Of course. Of course I was going to shout that out. What are you kidding me? Actually, yeah, if Michigan loses, that'll be the perfect way to do the national championship casino joke. I just figured that out. That's good. The executive director ruining college football. I'm talking about the CFP guy, not Keenum. Sometimes they say just because you can doesn't mean you should. In the case of Michigan spamming the run game, they absolutely should. They absolutely should. Well, that's true. I get why they don't, but it would be so aesthetically pleasing if the NFL would mirror logos for the matchup graphics. All navy versus all white uniforms is aesthetically pleasing. I agree. More commercials! Show us the video game trailer, you cowards. I'm shocked they ain't shown it. We got a 12-team playoff teaser before the NCAA game teaser. Go back to commercials. I swear to God, college football is so commercial filled, it's not even funny. NFL's bad, but college football takes it to a whole nother level. Like, half the damn game is commercials. Like, I don't know about you, but it makes me want to just go to a college football game live. Like, go to Starkville and see them play in Starkville. I'm sure that would be so much better. I'm sure that would be so much better than just watching all these commercials. I mean, I love college football, but Jesus, I mean, probably would be better to be in the stadium. Yeah, it's shocking. But second half's about to start. Waiting for the second half to start. Come on, do some. Huh. The riverboat is sunk. Fair. Second half about to start. I like Pat McAfee. He's awesome. Should be a big second half. I agree. But yeah, I mean, Pat McAfee, he's just awesome in general. Love hearing him on WWE. Love his show. College Game Day. I can still do without Kirk Herbstreit, though. Goon. Absolute goon. Bama goon. And Ohio State. The dude is a Bama and Ohio State goon to the freaking nth degree. I can't stand him. They're wearing cowboy hats. Yeah. Well, Pat was doing that on College Game Day on the pregame show. I don't know why, because I don't get why Michigan or Washington be cowboy hats, but they're in Houston, so maybe that's what has to do with it. Like, if freaking Bama was in the game, I'd be like, yeah, here's the kickoff of the second half. Here we go. 30 more minutes to a national championship. That's a touchback. Can Washington tie this up on this drive? I think that's it. The Houston part. And here we go. Penix in the shotgun. Taking most of the snaps out of the shotgun. Quickly becomes an empty set. Takes it in. Oh! It is an interception instantly. Picked off Penix. And that's a horrible way to start the half. That is not the way you want to start the half. Intercepted, almost dropped, but still picked. Pressured, had to make the throw, and he caught it before it hit the ground. And before he hit the ground, like, he caught it. That's a pick. That's intercepted. Stayed in bounds, caught it before he hit the ground. Way to start the half for Michigan. Oh, my Lord. Johnson gets the catch, intercepted, and not a good start for Washington. They needed to score to start the half, not get picked off, and Michigan sets it up perfectly. And Penix is holding his leg, too, so that's a bad sign. McCarthy hands it off to Corum. They got to stop there. Corum. Man. Yes. 50 yards, 0 points for Michigan on their last 3 drives, but I think that'll change. And Corum gets a first down. Now they're starting to run the ball. Offensive lineman stepped on Penix. Well, there you go. First and 10 at the 16-yard line, and there's a flag there. 13 minutes to go in the third quarter. False start on Michigan. That'll push him back 5 yards. Oh, Lord. First and 15. Pushes him back 5 yards. To the 21-yard line. Hands it off. And that'll be stopped at the line. 2nd and 14 for Michigan. They'll still have a field goal try no matter what at the end of this drive, even if it's a 4th down. The NFL draft starts on April 25th. Damn. Before you know it, we'll be there. And there's another false start on Michigan. Push them back 5 more yards. Lord, they're screwing up. Well, both teams are. Another false start. That is 2nd and 17? 18, 2nd and 18. 12:58. $12.55. Second and 18. So close to the 25. Oh, and it was picked off. 3rd and 18. Did Washington just get it? Incomplete. That was blocked, but I need to see the play again. I know it was tipped, and it hit the ground. Yep, it's incomplete. But 3rd and 18, good play by Washington there. If they could hold this to a field goal, that would be a really, really good, that'd be a really good moment, I would say, for them, considering that they'd gotten picked off in the first play of their drive. McCarthy, damn near sacked, but that's not going to get anything but a couple of yards. Let's just say 4th and 15. 4th and 15 at best. 12:27, that'll be a field goal attempt for Turner. Turner once again. James Turner made a 31-yarder. Here's a 38-yarder. Right in his range. He takes the kick, and it's in. That'll be 18-19, 20-10. 10-point lead for Michigan, but it's better than nothing. James Turner with a 38-yard field goal. Is this going to start running out now? I'm going to have to change this out. 20-10. This pen legit is about to run out. What did I change to it? That's the question. Can't really tell which is it. Okay, I'm going to change it. getting there anyway. Here we go. Eight more after this one. This new one. New one, then 8 more. There we go. Twenty to 10, Michigan, 10-point lead. Still a winnable game. Second half, still in the third quarter. Third quarter. 11:55 left in the third quarter. We're getting so much closer to a national championship being crowned. Michigan, the number 1 team, has a 10-point lead on Washington, the number 2. Washington, the number 2. Can Washington bounce back here and score a touchdown on this drive? First and 10 on the 25-yard line. Penix hands it to Dylan Johnson. Dylan gets about 4. Second down and 6. 11:45. Good run for Dylan Johnson. Man, he's toughing this out. He's toughing this out. I respect it, man. Man, Dylan's toughing this out. I respect it so much. And there you go. First down for Odunze. First down. Okay, they're getting back off the mat, I should say. Getting back off the mat. $11:02. 4 receptions, 43 yards, 39 yards after catch for Odunze. Gets the throw to the tight end, and that'll be a first down and more. Past the 50. Washington, they're starting to roll now. They're starting to roll. Flag, late hit. Late hit. So that's going to be an add-on. That's got to be. It's got to be a late hit with an add-on to the first down. It's got to be. After the play, roughing, that's on the defense, first down. Flag on Michigan, that was stupid. Personal foul, roughing, late hit. Yeah, that was a late hit. Pretty. That was stupid. He was out of bounds. Late hit. 1st and 10. That moves him to the 34-yard line instead of the 50-yard line. Yeah, that was smart. They could at least get a couple more yards. It's at least. Oh, nearly intercepted, but that hits the ground. Penix, 2nd and 10. 20-10, Michigan. Hits it. There's a run, and that's about 3 yards, but at least they're in field goal range. 3rd and 7. Coach Darko met with Phil Jackson. That's nice. The Raptors head coach. 3rd and 8. $9.50. Penix throws. That gets past the 30-yard line to about the 29. 4th down. Back to a 7-point game, most likely, unless they choose to go for it, which, I mean, at this point, you probably want it to be where you were. 4th and 4. Yep, they're going to kick it. Gross to kick the field goal. At the 29-yard line, Grady Gross made it 25, the sophomore, in his first field goal, and that's a 45-yard attempt. Add 20 yards to that. 4th and 4 for Grady Gross. Damn near missed it, too. And he will hit it. 45 yards for Grady Gross. It is 13-20. And now, when it comes down to it, Washington's back to a 7-point deficit. With time to spare. If they could get a stop and score a touchdown, this would be a tie game. But they are starting to stop up Michigan. But second, hit that like button, let's get this one going. Waiting for the next drive to start because there ain't much to talk about. Oh, Lord. No! Josh McDaniels could return to Patriots and Bill Belichick remains the coach. Oh! But back to the game. See how Michigan answers. Or adds on, I guess. Here's the kickoff. $8:58. Here's the kickoff. 8:58 left in the third quarter. Then, of course, 15 in the fourth. $58. 20-13. Touchback, and that'll go to the 20-yard line. $20-13. Michigan with a 7-point lead. What you would expect for 1 versus 2, pretty much. 25-yard line. 227 rush yards, 11.4 yards per rush for Michigan. And they've barely rushed since the second touchdown. And Edwards gets about 5. That's 2nd and 5. Honestly, run it and Edwards. Not just run it with Corum. Run it with Edwards. Second down. $8:34. $8:27. J.J. McCarthy. McCarthy to take the snap in the shotgun, hands it off. Edwards. Edwards has open slot, but a good pull. A good catch by the guard to make sure the tackle could happen behind the sticks or behind the line to gain. Third down. What a good play. That guard pulled the jersey just a bit to stop him up. Smart play by the guard. Smart play by the guard. Very smart play. 3rd and 2. 0 for 5 on third downs is Michigan. But if they run it, this time it'll be with Corum. If they do run it. McCarthy to Corum. Corum stop behind the line. 4th down. Washington with an amazing run of stops there. 4th down. It's going to be a punt behind the line. 4th and 3. What a run of stops by Washington there. Big defensive series. What a big defensive series. That guard came up big on the 2nd down. Made sure it was a 3rd, and they go down to a 4th down. It'll be a punt at the 25, at the pass behind the 20, actually, where the ball will finally be punted. Fair catch. And that'll be at the 25 for Washington. So Washington has a chance to tie this up with 6:58 left in the third quarter. Or get on the way to tying this up with 6:58 left in the third quarter. 21 minutes to go in this game. Washington, big defensive stop, 3 run stops. Maybe Michigan ain't so perfect on the run either. Maybe if they sell out in the run, turns out maybe that's not the plan either.
the last time we may see, or we're seeing the old Big 12 commercial here. Because next year it's going to add the California schools and all that. So, there you go. Next drive, Washington looking to tie this up. Washington's playing tough. They aren't backing down. Well, I would hope they're not backing down. It's a national championship. National championship. They better not be backing down. Second half, or here's the next drive in the third quarter, 6:58 to go. I ain't never heard of that. That must be a Portland thing. Here we go. Penix with a throw, gets about 5 yards. Caught 5 yards to the 30, second down and 5. $6.25 breakfast restaurant. Well, if I ever go to Portland, I might check it out. Or whenever I do go to Portland, I should say. Here we go. 40, first down. Good run for Washington. First down a little more. 6:11. If I go to Portland, yeah, I'll check it out. Because, again, it seems local. And those local breakfast houses are pretty good. They normally are, so. $5.50 in the third quarter. Penix has to throw it away. 2nd and 10. Second and 10 at the 30 or 42-yard line. Penix with a long throw. He's going to bomb it down. Incomplete. 3rd and 10. Didn't come off. I mean, hey. I think there was a little bit of a pull at the back of the pants, though, but they didn't call it. Let's see here. That'd be a bit too harsh. I'm not going to lie. 3rd and 10, 5:30 to go. Five and 6 on 3rd down, 44 yards and 1 first down for Penix. There's a flag. And what will it be? False start. That'll be 3rd and 15. 3rd and 15 for Washington. There's so much. They're false starting way too many times, I swear. Third and 15, 5:30. 5 minutes, 30 seconds left in the third quarter. 20 minutes and 30 seconds left in the game. Penix, 3rd and 15. Deep shot is taking it so. No, incomplete. Incomplete. McMillan can't make the catch. He was going out of bounds anyway, even if he did catch it. 4th down. Be a punt. Or Odunze. Odunze couldn't have made the catch even if he caught it. He was out of bounds anyway. Odunze, it hit his hands. Even if he made the catch, he would have been out of bounds. He was in the air. Wouldn't have mattered. 4th and 15. Penix can bomb it. It's just that McAllister is going to take the punt here. Freaking Penix can bomb it. It's just that the receivers ain't hit nothing. They're going to let it roll. Keep rolling. Keep rolling. To the 6-yard line, the punt is down. 1st and 10. 5:11 to go. Still a 7-point deficit for Washington. So it's not too bad, but commercial here. Close game. Washington are keeping this close. It's 13-20 Michigan. 13-20, yep. 13-20 Michigan. Still a 7-point deficit, so any score could change this game. But if them boys in purple can't get a stop here, we're going to see a problem. As this game is. But again, GOAT Prime. Okay, that was awesome. They brought in the Buffalo, too. But, again, Michigan has the ball. Starts at the 7-yard line. Michigan, 5'11".
in the third quarter. J.J. McCarthy. J.J. McCarthy in the shotgun. Takes a snap. Hands it to Corum. Corum hit behind the line. Dropped at the 5. Oh, my. Washington's defense. They're on fire right now. They're on fire right now. I'm still glad I didn't bet this game, though. Rush average by quarter, 19.3 yards per quarter, or the first quarter for Michigan, 4.4 in the second, 4.2 in the third. So those 2 big touchdowns really helped their rush average and deluded Michigan fans into thinking they should just run the ball. No. 4:36. No. 2nd and 10. They marked him at the 7, though. Corum hit again. Gets about a yard. 3rd and 9. Washington defense on fire right now. Now the offense needs to score. That's the thing. 3rd and 8. If Washington gets a stop here, they're going to have amazing field position. Or at least regular field position. 0 for 6 on 3rd down for Michigan. 0 for 6, but they've been 45 on the season, so they are way behind their clip. 3:56 left in the quarter. Really good field position for Washington if they get a stop here. And they're going to throw McCarthy. And he gets a 1st down and more. McCarthy keeps running at the 30 and he gets bodied. But that's a big 1st down for J.J. McCarthy on his own legs. He says, I'm going to do it myself. Breaks the pressure and gets hit at the 30. Way open. You can't let that happen. Can't let that happen. Had them dead to rights for good field position, but nope. 1st and 10. McCarthy again will scramble. Brought down, but he will get the 1st down by the time he's stopped. 3:06. Another 1st down for J.J. McCarthy. So now, Washington is starting to slip up a bit. I mean, it was only bound to happen considering, 40 rushes for a 1st down for J.J. McCarthy, most among the Big Ten quarterbacks. I would guess probably in the nation as well. Just lost 58-48 versus Virginia Tech, NCAA 14. Had a nearly 800 yards pass and 8 touchdowns defense gave up. Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds about right for a Virginia Tech ACC game or WB. Yeah, that sounds about right. Now, if you played SEC football, that would have never happened. Or you would have got skull-drugged by an SEC team. I don't know if we're talking Bama, Georgia, or Mississippi State here, but you would have got skull-drugged. Oh, by the way, let's also remember 2nd and 7. Boom! Oh! Bang! Laid the wood there. It's 3rd down. Stuffed. Down, lay the wood there, boys. Boom! Boom! And the helmet came off for good measure, too. There you go. Helmet came off for good measure, too. Fabikulinen. There we go. That's where. Cat got my tongue, I guess. 1:22 left in the 3rd quarter, 3rd and 10. Oh! Not enough, but there will be a 4th down there. 4th and 5. 1:15 left. Another stop from Washington, but not the greatest field position. But at least they got a stop. Could have been better had they got the stop the first time. But it is what it is. 56 seconds in the 3rd quarter. There will be a punt, and the 3rd quarter will end very expeditiously. Dolman with another punt. And that's going to bounce and down to the 10-yard line. 39 seconds. Big bounce. The bounce was a good bounce, though, I got to say. 39 seconds left in the third quarter, and then 15 minutes left in the game. 15:39 left in the game. McAfee must have freaking loved that, I got to say. Pat McAfee must have loved that punt. I'm sure he did. I hope you said for the brand, because that was awesome. That was awesome. Incomplete. Damn it, you're ahead of me. Michael Penix on first down, throws. Incomplete. Over the head, too. Oh, boy. 35 seconds. 2nd and 10. Oh. Pat McAfee did love it. There we go. There we go. 18 for 32 for Michael Penix. 170 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. Not bad. Good throw. Tight end gets the first down. Yes. Could be a fullback. I don't know. Or could be a half. Yeah, it could be a fullback as well, but still. First down, Washington. Tight end, fullback. 10 seconds. And they're going to let the clock run out. And it's going to be the end of the third quarter. Washington has the ball at the end of the third quarter to hopefully tie it up. In the fourth quarter. I was watching a Miami fan channel, and that chat was just toxic. They were hating Arsenal and other MLS clubs. I can't do that. Well, were they hating on Columbus too? Like, there's a difference between, like, to me, like, this channel's going to speak facts. If you deserve to get called shit, you're going to get called shit. If you deserve to get called good, you're going to get called good. Is there going to be banter in the chat? Yes. Do we just hate on teams? No. I think that's the difference. But yeah, there's going to be banter. There's going to be jokes. There's going to be razzes, but I mean, I don't think it's toxic. But it just depends on the delivery and if you're actually funny. Anyone not named Miami, I understand the banter, but making fun of other fans and clubs just to do it, that's just toxic. Yeah, I think when we banter, it's called for. Like, I think when we banter somebody, it's timely and it's called for, and it's not too harsh. It's definitely a jab, but it's not toxic, you know, but it's timely. Blanco's going back to one of his former clubs. It's sad to see. I mean, hell, it's sad to see all these old timbers that San Lorenzo. Isn't that where Ladero came from? Or Valeri? It was one of them. Or was Valeri? Yeah, my brain is somewhat broken. I'm not going to lie. I don't know why my brain is broken, but it's broken. It feels like a Cascadia player came from San Lorenzo. I'm either getting Valeri and Ladero mixed up and Lanús and San Lorenzo mixed up. I know I am. That's where Blanco was before he came to Portland. That I know, but I could have sworn that one of those two played there, or one of the Valeri or Ladero played there. Start of the fourth quarter. Got locked out of my soccer account, requested a password change, and nothing but being locked out has really improved my mental health. I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. I think we know what place we're talking about, and that place is a freaking toxic wasteland, and it was before Elon. So imagine now, Dylan gets 3 yards. So imagine now. The more Elon tanks that thing, the better. If we're talking about that. 14-27. Hell, Elon tanking is probably a freaking service to humanity. Good throw. Of course, the chronically online ones don't agree that him tanking it's the best. Hey, just go to Reddit, though. Third and 4. As I said, it's gotten worse. So I've heard. Third and 4. Third and 4. Good throw. That's a first. Oh, no, he dropped it. How the hell you drop that? 4th and 4. I mean, if I'm watching it, I go for it. Might as well. Got 14 minutes to go. Might as well go for it. I thought he came down with that, too. It was a pitch and catch, and he had it in his hands. Oh, my God. If I was the coach, I'd bench him. If I was the coach, I'd bench that guy. I'd be pissed. McAllister with a punt to Morgan, Samaj Morgan, to the 40-yard line, and it's just going to keep on going. And it bounces out of bounds at the 15-yard line. At this point, the Washington defense is doing just enough. Like, should have been a flag that had 12 men on the field. Yeah, they got away with it. Of course they got away with one. But that's football for you. They probably want the Big Ten team to win. What are we talking about here? It's a Big Ten team. Of course they want them to win. So we're doing pretty good here. Mm-hmm. Huh. Better than the Leafs game. Better than the Leafs game. Yeah, TCU Georgia did pretty well. Not as good as this, but now views wise on the video, this roll good if it doesn't. Video wise. Okay. No matter what, a Big Ten teams wins. Both these teams are going to be Big Ten teams in the summer. Right, but technically Washington played the season out as a Pac-12 team, so technically the Pac-12 wins. Unless you want to be one of those people. Like, that's like if Texas was to be here And I wanted to be that guy and say, oh, Texas is going to be an SEC team in the summer. The SEC won anyway. No, you don't do that. They're a Big 12 team right now. They would have won as a Big 12 team, and then they would have left to the SEC. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, had Texas won, had Texas made it and won, I wouldn't have been here and been like, hey, guess what? Texas won as an SEC team. No, they didn't. Just like freaking Washington ain't won as a Big 10 team. They're winning as a Pac-12 team if they win. They just take the title straight to the Big 10, I guess. Need to get my haircut soon, says Rory. Well, I don't know when my next haircut is, but I think it's like in February or something. So it's going to be a little bit. We're going to have that winter growth by the time I get my haircut. Next time, $13.29, or at least a little bit of it. I don't know how much it'll be, but thrown, caught. Oh, incomplete. Incomplete, 2nd and 10. I was like, damn. 13 minutes left before a national championship is crowned. National champion is crowned. Johnson just kept on fumbling it. But he didn't fumble it because he never had any possession. So that's the good news. 13-25. That's the good news. The bad news is incomplete. 2nd and 10. Corum, run down, 3rd and 5. If Washington get a stop here, they'll be in really good field position once the punt is kicked. 13:09. 3rd and 6. Third and 6. J.J. McCarthy, 8 for 16, 87 yards, 3 rush, 30 yards. He doesn't have a touchdown pass. The 2 touchdowns were rushes by Edwards. McCarthy, flip down, and he's going to not even get anywhere. Still 4th and 6. It'll be a punt in a really good position for Washington, or will turn into good field position. McCarthy got tripped and just goes ass over tea kettle, and to no gain, by the way. 0 gain, 4th and 6. Ass over tea kettle into no gain. Okay, no, he got a yard, actually. The ball will be snapped to the 5 and kicked at the 5. Doman, 4 punts. This will be his 5th. 4th and 5. That'll be caught at the 35. And that will be stopped at the 35. 11:52, but that's better field position. No, he kind of got touched. That's kind of what led to the trip, is he kind of got touched. He got, like, whizzed by, like it was the wind. Like the breeze from the tackler just took him down and tripped him ass over tea kettle. Okay, that's something. Like, McCarthy just gets tripped, like the wind of the tackler. Like the breeze off the tackler just barely got him and made him go ass over tea kettle and only 1 yard. But we're at the 13, whatever. Oh. Yeah, he touched Lamau. Well, that did not. I bet that fall did not feel good. The dream is still alive. They need to score on this drive. They need to score. If they score any points, good. But they certainly need to score a touchdown and tie this damn thing up. Really, the Washington defense is doing all the work. The Washington defense is making sure this game is there's still a chance. Hate to tell you, The offense has done just enough. Wait, are they bringing back the Geico caveman? Oh, no. Wow. Wow. Wow, I didn't know that. Speaking of, where's the freaking EA Sports college football commercial? EA Sports, you cowards. But we'll see what Washington can do here. That's the question. Hit that like button. Let's get this one going. $11:52, 11 minutes to go at the 33 to start the drive. Washington, they got to score a touchdown to tie this up. And incomplete. Can't come down with it, Polk. 2nd and 10. 11:46, 20-13. Still Michigan with a 7-point lead. Washington's defense has come up clutch. Question is can the offense do some work to at least get this back to a tie? It would be ironic if the defense finally fell apart after Washington could score a touchdown, but we'll see. Penix floats it, and it's going to be caught! Yes! At the 40, 35-yard line. 1st and 10. Flag. Oh, no. Offense holding. Holding on the offense. 2nd down and 20. You got to be kidding me. Well, I don't know. On Washington, holding. Yep. I see the hold. Yep. It moved everything to the right side. So that basically means -10. I think I just saw a glimpse of Will Rogers on the sideline too. 2nd and 20. 4:25, 5:45. Penix. And he just dumps it off for like 2 yards to McMillan. 3rd and 18. Lord have mercy. 11:07 left. Okay, now they're just playing stupid. 10:59. How we doing, Mile High? Happy late holidays. Happy late holidays to you, Mile High. How we doing? 10:47. 3rd and 18. 3rd and 18. 3rd and 18 at the 25-yard line. They pretty much just have to go for it here. I mean, even if, I understand if it's still 4th and 18, but if you get any yards, Dylan Johnson gets a good amount of yards there, 4th down. In my book, you got to go for it. I don't care. And they're going to pull Penix off. They're going to pull him off. Jesus Christ. 4th and 9. So they're going to punt it. Good job, 73 with a hold. Good job. 10:07. Let's see if the freaking Washington defense can hold once again. The offense cannot execute. I swear, the Washington offense cannot execute to save their life. 4th and 9. Punt at the 25. 4th and 9. 9:46. Fair catch at the 29-yard line. See what Washington's defense can do. At this point, I think the Washington defense needs to get a freaking fumble or interception and just get that thing in. At this point, I can't. If I'm Washington, I don't trust the offense. Washington offense is letting them down. At this point, yeah. Washington offense, man. Washington offense is letting them down. Still another good or another offensive drive for Michigan here. If they score at this point, if Michigan scores anything at this point, it gets a lot harder. It gets a lot harder for the Washington Huskies to win this game. Any points, not just a touchdown now, you are getting up against it. If you are Washington, you are getting up against it. You cannot let them score anything until you score points. And even then you might just be getting into the fact of, yeah, you're definitely on a position of you're in trouble. So when it comes down to it, they have to be even more perfect. They may have to be even more perfect. So there you go. But again, here comes Michigan to start their next drive. Corum in the backfield at the 29-yard line, 9:44. We're under the final 10 minutes of the game. McCarthy throws, and it's a catch, and it's an open run, and they're still going to give him room. And they're at the 30, so that's into field goal range. So there it is. That's what it was. Loveland gets him into field goal range, and that was the moment. That was the moment. Unless they shank the field goal or unless frickin' Washington comes up with a fumble or interception, they might have just screwed themselves. What a play. Colston Loveland with the long run after catch to make sure they get into field goal range. Second down, 9:06. Washington just blew it. Now, is it easier if it's only a field goal? Yes, but there's no way. Like 9 minutes, they got to have a somewhat quick drive, get Michigan off the field quick, get another touchdown, or get a field goal and a touchdown. Either way, Washington's offense has not done enough. 2nd and 7. McCarthy flips it. Nope, play action. Throw, and that'll be a first down. And the way Michigan's going, this might be what clinches the game if they could score a touchdown. In the red zone at the 20-yard line, 8:03 in the fourth quarter. If they score a touchdown, this probably clinches it. Washington. And there goes Corum. Blake Corum with a touchdown. 7:09 left, and that's going to be what it is. Blake Corum, touchdown. 12-yard touchdown run for Blake Corum. And that's going to definitely seal it. (13-26). That could turn into 13-27. National championship doesn't really mean anything right now with the NIL deals and the portal becoming free agency. If Michigan wins, wouldn't surprise me if they come down with a hammer and vacate these wins off the post. Oh, nope, it's in. End up going in anyway. 13-27. You know, I could see it. They could come down with a hammer. Like, yeah, I wouldn't, I wouldn't question that. Or I wouldn't be shocked if the NCAA comes down with a hammer, because let's be honest with Michigan, they already wanted freaking Harbaugh at the stake. They tried to put him to the stake. Didn't work. They still suspended him for 3 games to start the season. He's going to leave anyway, and I think he knows what's coming, and that's why he wants to leave. I think Michigan, they were going to get hammered anyway, and then the Stallions thing happens, and they are definitely going to get hammered. They knew they were going to Harbaugh was at least getting hammered going into next season, and he wanted to leave anyway. So he was going to leave anyway. Now the Stallions thing happened. He's certainly leaving to the NFL. Michigan's going to get hammered as soon as they'll give them like a week to celebrate, then they're going to hammer them on the Stallions thing. Now, is that wrong? Maybe, considering everybody else was sign stealing, says J.J. McCarthy. But then again, the NCAA has more balls than Rob Manfred then, I guess. Some sort of heist movie with Kevin Hart in it? Of course. After what Cat Williams said, I ain't watching that movie. Oh, it's only on Netflix too. Damn. Another dud of a championship game. I agree with that. Harbaugh will either pull a Pete Carroll or retire before they can touch him. I mean, they already suspended him twice, but yeah, he's going to the NFL. There's no question. Win or loss, he's going to the NFL. Probably to the Washington Commanders. The Commanders. And if Bill Belichick doesn't go to the Chargers, well, I guess the Chargers. But, yeah, Harbaugh's going to the NFL. That's not a question. But that program's going to be hammered. That program is going to be hammered, whether they want or not, but certainly now, on the Connor Stallion stuff and the recruiting violations. So, there you go. Which is funny because NIL. But there you go. But I think we are where we are now. I think Michigan has won it. With 7 minutes left, got to take some... still be a 7-point deficit if they scored a touchdown. But 7 minutes to go to a national championship. It wraps this next week at campus is going to be depressing. Well, I mean, who would have expected freaking Washington to be here anyway? Winter storming coming too. Okay, now that sucks. Now that's definitely depressing. Washington offense has been milquetoast for a lot of the game. I agree. The defense played well. Like, I think I know where my national championship casino joke is going if this holds. I think I know where it's going. I'm letting it marinate in my brain because I know I have to use it. But I'm letting it marinate in my brain because I know I have to use the national championship casino joke. So, but I think I know where I'm going with it. I'm back, says Adam. There we go. At this point, the national championship casino has to be said.
I think the only time I didn't say it was the LSU versus Clemson one. Looking back, I wish I did. 709. The first time I used it was Alabama, Ohio State. Yeah. Show! Oh, that was a catch anyway. That was offensive. My bad. To the 35, 7-yard line, or 7 minutes to go. 27-13. That LSU versus Clemson one, I did not make that national championship casino joke. I did for Ohio State, Bama, Georgia, Bama, and Bama versus TCU, and I'm going to make it here. 4 straight years of that joke. Because at this point, I think it has to be. And it'll still be in the best of reel at the end of the year, because of course it is. Penix goes for it all. There's the catch to the 30-yard line. They needed a quick one. If they could get a touchdown here, that would be somewhat better and get a stop and get another quick one. It's not completely over. They still have a little bit of a pulse. Dunze with a catch to the 30-yard line. Let's have a little bit of a pulse. 6:06. At least they didn't get completely whipped like TCU. It's a little bit better. There's a flag, false start. 1st and 15. Yep. 5:53 left in the 4th quarter. But they need a touchdown. $20, and they need another touchdown to tie it up, go to overtime. So they need a touchdown, stop, touchdown, overtime. Or if they want to go for 2 and just end it there, depending on how quick. Over the top, 2nd and 15. They've been doing a great job. Their defense, Washington's defense, yes. Their offense, no. Michigan, they've done just enough. Two field goals and 3 touchdowns. There's a snap for Penix, and he gets about 3 yards on that throw, 2 yards, 3rd down, 5:30 to go. And they've been the better team while they're at home. They're not playing at home. They're playing in Houston. Michigan is the home team because they're the better ranked team. It's like a UEFA Champions League final. They're not really playing at home. They're just the home team for mechanical purposes. That's why I use versus instead of at. 5:05. 5 minutes to go. Oh, he went for the catch. There's no pass interference there. 4th and 13, and that'll do it. Because even if it's a field goal, that makes things... They have to go for it on 4th down at this point. They're barely in field goal range, and let's be completely honest, they have to score 2 touchdowns. Yeah, they're going to go for it. This is the game right here. This is any chance of a comeback for Washington. This is all or nothing. Well, not all or nothing. They have to get 20 yards or get to the 20, over the 20-yard line, about the 18-yard line. They're going to take a timeout. No, Michigan's going to take a timeout, actually. 4th and 13. 4:52. .452 left in the 4th quarter. It's basically all or nothing for Washington. If they don't get this 1st down, game over. If they don't get the 1st down, it's game over for them. They get the 1st down and then score a touchdown, they have a chance. If they get one more stop. Michael Penix
to keep Washington alive. 4th and 13. 13 yards to gain to at least keep them alive with a little bit of a chance. Penix in the shotgun, has been in for most of the game. And he's going to have to run. And there's a PI right there. There's a pass interference right there. Penix, there was a flag in the backfield. So what is that going to mean? Is that going to be offsetting, or is that going to be 2 fouls on Michigan? If it's 2 fouls on Michigan, Washington's still alive. If it's offsetting, holding on the offense, pass interference on the defense, fouls offset, still 4th down. Fouls offset, still 4th down. They got one more chance at it. Game presented by AT&T, yes. But it was a holding on the offense, which luckily that happened, or they would have definitely been screwed anyway. So, I mean, they're screwed, not they got screwed. They are screwed. Can they get it? 13 yards. It's still 4th and 13. I mean, he threw it far enough. They have one more chance, 4:46, to get the 1st down. Penix throws and intercepted. Intercepted. Forget a 4th down. It's intercepted, and it might just be a pick 6. Is it going to be a pick 6? It looks like no, but they get to the 10-yard line, so that's it. Game over, 4:29. Michigan with an interception, 10 yards away from a pick 6. Penix, that's that. That was close, but it was basically. Senristel gets the interception, and that will shut the game down completely. 4:29. Michigan will score another touchdown, most likely. But even then, Michigan got this in the bag. Brady's definitely smiling. I would agree. But Penix, damn, what a horrible throw, man. What a horrible throw. Like, there was an open player right there at the 20, but he chooses to, go to the 15. And, well, there you go. Yep. Ooh. Horrible throw. Horrible throw. Second and goal, 4:05. Time to go cry. Washington, get out your Metro cards and get aboard the L train. You lose. Well, if it was a block in the back, it still would have been an interception. As I think Michigan got blocked in the back. Hands it off, and that will be a 1-yard touchdown run for Blake Corum, and that will certainly wrap it up. Blake Corum with a 1-yard touchdown run. And that'll do it. 13-33. Could end up being 13-34. 3:37 left in the quarter. No matter what happens, Washington cannot come back. Game over, right? Yep, it is game over. Straight up. 3:37 left in the game, but that's all just procedural at this point. Here's the extra point to make it 34, and he will. Yep, 34, 13, 34. No, they may score. 34-13 Michigan. The number 1 team in the country pulls away. Here's the kickoff, 3:37. They've put the game away. Tomorrow, Carabao Cup returns. Chelsea play Middlesbrough. Away first leg semifinal. Well, I hope Chelsea does something good. 3:37. They should win. The way they're playing, they should win. There's a tackle there. Oh, that was just a good tackle. That's why they're celebrating. 3:31. $3.31. Michigan to win their first national title since '97. They got to wait out 3 minutes or 3.5 minutes to know they've won it. 15-0 Michigan. Throw caught. Not that it matters. 3:25. There's a flag for a targeting. Targeting on that hit there. 3:22. They're going to make this game go even longer. 10:01. Jesus H. Christ. Personal foul targeting on the defense. Yep. Previous plays under further review. Targeting. You think it's going to be more human anger or crying on the Washington side? I mean, it's been a good season. I mean, it hurts. Probably crying. I don't think they're going to be angry. Like, you can't be angry at your defense. Offense-wise, like, you could be angry at them, but I think it's going to be more bittersweet crying. Because they've had a good season. Like, Washington never thought they'd be here. I mean, that was a hard hit. Helmet to helmet, that's targeting. That is straight up targeting. That is, yeah, that number 2 on the Michigan Wolverines should be ejected. That's targeting. Clean as a whistle. I should say clear as a whistle. What, they reversed the targeting call? What? They reversed the targeting call. What? Nah, that's BS. It's over, little bro. I'll see you at graduation. You ain't gonna be on this channel till May? Come on now. 2nd and 3. Nah. In the SEC, that's straight up targeting. Jesus Christ. These ACC refs don't know what the hell they're doing. Oh, incomplete. Could have ended up being another interception. 2:58. 3rd and 3. That was a bad call. It should have never been overturned. That's a straight up target. That was a straight up targeting. No, that should have never been overturned. In the SEC, that stands. Hell, I've seen weaker targetings in the SEC that should have been overturned that weren't. These ACC refs don't know what the hell they're doing. First down or not. Nope. 4th and 1. 2:48. Clock still runs. They have to go for it. Not that it matters. 13 and 34. 13:34. 2:40. It's like, come on now. .224, and they're going to get the first down. Clock will stop for a second at 2:19. They're just going to keep running it. Okay. 2:12. Penix hits down the middle to the 50, but that's incomplete. 2:04. Just barely over 2 minutes.
makes me wonder if Michigan's going to just kneel it out. They're going to let Michigan kneel it out if they get the ball back. 2:04. Horrible call. 2nd and 10. .204 second. Penix. Penix almost intercepted again. 159. Throw, 3rd and 10. Here's the throw. Incomplete, 154. Yeah, Michigan deserves it. I agree. 153. And Penix's arm is either he's just holding his arm low or he's got a busted arm. Keep crying, Ohio State and rivals. 153. They're going to punt it away and let him kneel it out, most likely, I would hope. Because it would just be stupid if they didn't. 4th and 10. Penix might be hurt, so yeah, I don't think the Patriots will go for him anyway. Fourth and 10. Are they going to go for it? Okay. 153 to go. They're going to go for it. Penix is going to go for it. 4th and 10. Snap taken. The final throw from Penix this season is nearly intercepted. That is a turnover on downs. 149 left in the game. Whether Michigan runs a play or not, that's game. Well, it's been game for a while, but are they going to choose to kneel it out? We'll find out. National championship for Michigan. Yep. 149 to go. Will they kneel it out or will they just actually try to run a drive? I would hope kneel it out. .149 McCarthy. They're going to run it with Corum. 2nd down, 141. Have to kneel it, but I guess you didn't know if they would have actually taken a timeout. By the time the next play is run, we will be at 1 minute to go.
Now they're going to kneel it. 3rd down. They got the player with a freaking Gatorade bath, not Harbaugh. Oh, well, that's just hilarious. Harbaugh let his player get Gatorade bathed. He ran away. 30 seconds, and there's your final kneel down. And there you go. That's game. That is game. And once the clock hits zeros, Michigan are your national champions for 2023-24. And that is it. And there's the final. 13 Washington. Washington 13. 34. The Michigan Wolverines. Hail to the victors. The Big Blue win the national championship for the first time since 1997. J.J. McCarthy, Blake Corum, and Donovan Edwards lead the Michigan Wolverines to a national title. Jim Harbaugh goes out of Michigan a champion. Whether they let him technically keep the trophy or not, he goes out a champion. And we'll go back to the NFL a champion. Michigan have won. Washington kept it close, but it just wasn't enough until the very end. They kept it close to the very end. Just wasn't enough. Michigan are your national champions. 15-0. It goes back to the Big Ten. Lots of turbulence for Michigan this year, but they get it done anyway. Big win for the Michigan Wolverines, and they're your national champions. With that being said, if you like this stream, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribe. Send some chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put us in play. Share it with friends and family. All that great stuff. I shall see you within the hour for the review of this game. Congratulations to Michigan. Commiserations to Washington. Michigan well-deserved. And there you go. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. See you later.